Abacha plotted to remove me as president violently, and now to the news info. Former military president Ibrahim Babangida has revealed that his longtime friend and colleague, General Sani Abacha, had planned a violent coup against him. Babangida revealed this in his book, A Journey in Service, launched at the Transcorp Hilton Hotel, Abuja yesterday. The event attracted former presidents, military leaders and statesmen, captains of industries, diplomats from Nigeria and beyond. He blamed his then chief of staff, Abacha, who later toppled the transitional government led by Ernest Shonekon, was opposed to handing over power to civilian administration. He said, in this regard, other fundamental questions have arisen in my handling of General Abacha and the June 12 elections. If, as I said earlier, Abacha was a clog in the wheel of the transition to civil rule process and had plotted to remove me as president violently, why didn't we retire him to forestall the problems that later emerged? Who are you asking that question? Was there a pact between Abacha and me that he would succeed me? Was I afraid of him? Fearful for my life? Why didn't we neutralize the other known opposition forces to the transition process? Why didn't we take prompt actions against the ABN for interfering with the transition process in violation of Decree 19, which made it a criminal offense to hinder the transition? All these things then, they are past tense, because I don't understand. All these things that happened over 30-something years ago is what you are talking about now. I don't understand though. The answer to some of these questions are implicit in earlier sections of this chapter. Okay, that one is for people that will buy and read the book. No, there was no pact between Abacha and me. Yes, there were moments when my safety and the safety of all those dear to me were of concern, but the situation was so unstable that any wrong move on my part could have resulted in bloodletting. As I stated above, the military was so factionalized that any move against General Abacha at that time would have, to put it mildly, been problematic. So I kept hoping, again naively, it seems so in retrospect, that Abacha would fall in line and back the transition process. As humans, we have instincts, but we also have the innate ability to override them. In my judgment of Abacha, I allowed my instincts, and painfully so, to take a back seat. Ikpeme worked in my AGS chamber. Incidentally, the journey to the June 12 annulment began 2 days before the D-Day, when a judge granted an injunction stopping the Electoral Commission from going ahead with the election. A group known as the Association of Better Nigeria, ABN, led by Otto Nzeribe, had filed the lawsuits. Babangida admitted in the memoir published by Bookcraft Limited that Nzeribe was close to him, but denied supporting the activists of ABN. All this information, now what are we supposed to do with it? What is it supposed to solve? You are just trying to paint yourself as the good person. Oh, you didn't do anything wrong. Oh, you annulling the election is because you are trying to make things better. It's in the interest of everybody. We don't need all this information. What are you telling us now? It's in the past. From out of nowhere, on June 10, 2 days before the presidential election, the same shadowy group, ABN, which had been campaigning for an extension of military rule, approached the Abuja High Court and Justice Bassey Ekpeme for an injunction to stop NEC, National Electoral Commission, from conducting the elections, he said in his biography. Unknown to me at that time, Justice Ekpeme, who was relatively young at the bench, had worked in the chambers of the Attorney General and Minister of Justice, Clement Akpanbu. Strangely, Justice Ekpeme, in the dead of the night, in clear violation of Decree 13, which barred any court from interfering with INEC conduct or scheduling of elections, granted the ABN an injunction stopping NEC from conducting the June 12 election. There was confusion everywhere indeed. Beg all these things, I beg, we don't need it. Dennis Levy says, if actually the General Sani Abacha planned a violent coup against you, what stopped you from eliminating Abacha, Abi? Because Nigerians remember too well that you were good at killing innocent civilians who involve themselves in public opinion against your tyranny, which is our civil right. Follow Bello said, it's too late to cry when the head is already off. It's already too late for all these stories. We don't need it. It's already too late to cry when the head is already off. Does he know how many lives were lost with a singular act? I'm telling you, do you know how many people lost their life? And now you are coming here to say that it was a very, very difficult decision for you to make. Blah, blah, blah. We don't need it, I beg. I will not forgive him because he terminated people's life untimely. I'm telling you. Titus Monday says, evil liar, leave Abacha alone to enjoy his hellfire until you join him there, Abi, until you join him there. More cultured now, they says, death is wicked. If Abacha were alive today, Babangida will not have the liver to say all that he's saying today. I'm telling you, because the person is dead. He's not here to defend himself now. You're saying that, oh, he planned a coup against you. Blah, 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 blah. I beg you. I believe in days to come, someone will respond to him. IBB knows that his days on earth is numbered, of course, and he is trying to mend face with God and mankind. Many families lost their lives, loved their loved ones because of this selfish mistake during the John 12 saga. I'm telling you, very, very selfish. Indeed very selfish. Like, you are not something that somebody actually won, and you are here coming, they are clapping for you. It's the people that are clapping for you that I really even blame. Christopher Meribel says, a cocktail of blatant lies and vague submission. As usual, it will be applauded. Yes, now, they will clap. And promoted by his partners in evil and believed by the die-hard foes who revel in self-imposed ignorance. I'm telling you, those people there, I don't even know where they came from, clapping for somebody that did something so wrong. That people should be saying that, oh, he should be arrested, even though he's 80-something years old. Probably because he's that old, that's why they are thinking, oh, they cannot arrest him. Well, more people can arrest him and let him face the consequences of his actions. Lemeke Ifeanyi says, IBB has no excuse for not handing over to Abiola after the election. Yes, so he just all this one is not just Awawi. It's part of the plan to retain power and sustain it in the north. Power was in his hand, very senior army general, and he had that Abacha planned coup against him. It is laughable. More were killed in his regime for plotting of coup. The question is, why was Abacha not arrested as usual and tried and executed? This is bullshit excuse. I'm telling you, bullshit. Bullshit, because Abacha is not here to defend himself now. You are saying that you didn't kill him, you didn't do this, you didn't. I beg him. Ibrahim Olubenka says, Southeast, Oton Zeribe, ABM. There is no past without present, and there is no present without future. I can remember vividly when Igbo traders in Lagos was solidly behind the Abacha regime. Today, talking of marginalization, they forgot so soon. Their nefarious ways back then against Southwest brother. All I know is that Almighty Allah will judge each and every one accordingly. He is the God of earth and heaven. As we need to look forward and prepare, we also need to look backward and despair before we can get it right. Let's look at what has been done. That should not have been done. Not everything IBB said is the truth, and everything is not everything is a lie. But really, even if some are true, some are lie, what's the point? What's the point of trying to go back to the past to go and drag what you're not supposed to drag into the present future? I beg. Olushola Davis says, I can categorically say that IBB is overrated. Abacha was smarter than him. Yeah? Ifeanyi says, I need a copy of this book. Very interesting. I love IBB till tomorrow. You will love him now. History reminding me of those days of the military in politics. Okay, now go and buy the book. My listeners, over to you. Leave your thoughts in the comment section. Don't forget to like, to share, and subscribe. Thank you for listening. See you some other time. Bye.